morning. This is Saturday, October the 11th, and today we are running around beans. Had a pretty big fog bank this morning. Got a couple things we're going to look over before we get to that while we're waiting on the dew to dry off. One of them's the head. Dad said something started acting a little odd in the cutter bar, so we're going to check it out real quick. Any broke sections? All right.
Okay. How many more acres you guys got?
So we're going to run beans this weekend. Make a pretty good dent in those Saturday and Sunday. But then Monday, all that corn, Monday and Tuesday, all that corn should be gone. Now, maybe that mystery Fendt combine that's sitting by our grain bins has something to do with that. You guys just have to stay tuned. I promise you I'm not going to lead you along too much longer. You will see when those videos come out in a few days what I'm talking about, but it should be a good time. Should be pretty cool experience for us anyways, and I think it'll be pretty good YouTube content. What do you think, Dr. Jones?
I'm Dr. Dak Space Ranger.
Dr. Dak Space Ranger, he says. What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
Indiana Jones.
Okay. So if anybody in the viewership is an archaeologist, Dax asks me pretty often, what do archaeologists actually do? And I tell him the only thing I know is what I see on Indiana Jones. So dig holes, I know that. That's all we got. So we're getting stuff moved. I think I mentioned a couple of videos back, we got a reception here at the shop from my cousin coming up a week from today, actually. So the bride-to-be is going to come over and drop some stuff off, and then we'll head back to the field. Hi, Larson. Were you victorious? We got the whole fam.
Whole fam.
I don't think we need a whip to dump semis. You got your pig sticker and a whip and a cowboy hat and some gloves. You look like, hey, god dang it, now watch it!
I was nowhere near you.
You hit me with that whip and you're gonna find out. And spurs. We need spurs, apparently. Huh?
Why are you banging every tire?
Why do I hit the tires? You can tell if they're flat when you do this. See how there's two tires right there?
Yeah.
That one could be flat and that other one will be holding it up. You wouldn't know it's flat. So you thump it with a tire and it'll make a different sound. That's what they're supposed to sound like. Here. Hit that tire. You gotta hit them hard. You ain't gonna hurt that tire, hit it. There you go. Alright, let's go put the hammer up. You think we ought to hit the front one?
What?
You think we ought to hit, you ain't gotta hit the front one. If it was flat, you'd see it. We're dumping the beans we harvested last night. Get these things hauled. Get these things dumped. That way we got plenty of trucks for today. Bean yields have been pretty disappointing this year, so really 3 empty semis and the grain cart covers a lot of acres. A lot slower lake here. Someone asked a while back, how do we clean the corn out of the trucks when we switch from crop to crop? Well, we open the doors when we're dumping, and we don't get it all. Getting the header here hooked up. Last night Dad had some kind of issue with the sickle. We'll make sure everything's working. And it's not. We're slipping a belt somewhere. Safety first, folks. So the problem we have going on right now is we've got a bearing out on our head, which is why this side of the sickle is not moving. But luckily we have this bearing, so we just gotta go get it out of the parts box. Actually, good news. I'm pretty positive we have the parts. Now we need the impact.
Yeah. 750 pounds. Try that one. Ain't got enough. High range.
Jesus. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Watch your fingers.
Well, I'm either rounding the head off or...
Oh, it ain't right in the head. It's going. Okay. See this one. This one while you're at it. There's an impact there.
Nothing the Persuader couldn't take care of.
Milwaukee, I'm probably disappointed.
That is disappointing. We've taken some big stuff off of that. I blame the battery.
How weak is it?
Huh?
How weak is it?
It's not weak. That's the problem. So on the Honeybee and about any head, you have a drive, which this is one of the drives, and well, bearings out of it right here. So it looks like what happens is this bolt has come loose, either from the bearing going out or that's what caused the bearing to go out. We're not real sure. It just pulled right off her.
Yeah, but the sugar can part.
Now, if you see the sun right, you'll see shiny metal flakes. And that's not glitter, folks. I'll be darned if we didn't have the parts. Who needs advice when you got a header cart? I don't know that the one you used to carry in that truck would do this. So the hardest part in this whole process is getting that part on there. So far. That came out of this one, I think.
Get a ring on. Set on there. Fucking straight. Screw them seals. How many pounds is that? Hang on.
That's 10.
Well, you know, we got 640 to go, or 740 to go then. New torque rate, that's good. It brakes.
If it breaks, I'm going to be in your
Lap
lap.
now,
If
yeah.
it breaks, it'll be funny. It's on camera.
She hurt me. Watch your fingers. Oh, that's a damn thing.
That is a Harbor Freight torque wrench that's about to bend. Did you hear that click?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's for. Click.
Hope that's just, well, look at the marks. Got one of them lined up, the other one ain't.
They line up every spin. That doesn't mean they're where it's supposed to be.
I know it. I said you got pretty good, but the other one ain't. Got ways to go.
Well, that was a minor annoyance, but bearings go out, stuff happens. That happened to be a sealed bearing, so sometimes it happens. That's why we had a spare. But since we had the part, got her in there pretty quick. Lost about an hour. Well, dealing with machinery, you'll have that. If that's the worst breakdown, at least that's something we can fix and not electronics. All right, I just watched a Pee Wee football game, and now we're gonna hop in the side-by-side and go see how harvest is commencing. beans must be halfway decent, but this is a mile long. Dad just told me to hop in the cart, so didn't see any beans on the ground, which is a good thing. And it looks like he's getting a pretty good spread pattern. Fendt does spread 50 feet wide pretty well, more so than most combines, I feel. When you get over here, I mean, you're spreading, but you're getting streaky. So you want to try to spread as well as you can, because I mean that residue is fertilizer, so you want to spread that pretty even, and that way you got that stuff decomposing evenly across the field, not just in streaks. Beautiful evening. Beautiful evening. Weather feels nice. It's like 65 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful night. Be a great night for a fire. It's on fire, but it's also a great night for bean harvest. Dust is filling the bottoms. Here you can kind of see these black beans. That's probably a gravel vein. It's very variable right through here. Those non-black beans right there, that's probably good beans. But then you look here, probably a lot of little baby beans. Very, very small. People asking why these beans are so dusty. Well, they died. They didn't really mature from lack of rain, and all these stems and leaves are still on them, which makes them exceptionally dustier than normal, or quite a bit dustier than normal. These have never been underwater, and I don't think we have mold. Had a frickin' deer highway right here though. Good grief. Well, that's not good. It looks like we did some dragging right there. So now that the sun's completely down, the combine went from, what was he running when you were riding with him, like 3.5? Okay. Went from going 3.5 to 1.9. A little tough, you might say. Now, the combine has plenty of horsepower. Problem is, the beans will only cut so fast when they start getting tough. So I'm sure he's using all the horsepower, but also a new sickle would help along quite a bit in this circumstance.
We'll fix that in the morning when you get there and sharpen every knife.
Sharpen them?
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's gonna be all the harvest footage. Lights in this thing. Oh, they're there. Well, folks, that's going to be it for tonight's video. Thanks for watching. Would do us a favor, thumbs up the video, and drop us a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let us know how your harvest is going, and we'll see you in the next one.